Ruth, I believe you met Mandela when he was on the run from the police.
Yes, it was in 1962, and he was actually missing. Nobody knew where he was. Every now and then he would pop up at a meeting or at a friend's house, and what had happened was that he had been involved with 155 other people in a court case where they were charged for high treason. The court case lasted 4 years. After 4 years, they were all at one point or another discharged. And when the final verdict was given, he went to Durban and he turned up at a meeting of Africans and gave the most wonderful speech. And then he went underground immediately afterwards. He illegally left the country, and that was why the police were looking for him, because he didn't have a passport and they wanted him for that particular charge. I was at a friend's house when my friend said there was something she wanted to show me in the kitchen. Well, the something turned out to be Nelson Mandela, who was sitting there having some soup. And for me, as a journalist, it was the most exciting moment that you can imagine. And there, the whole of South Africa was looking for him, and there he was, grinning at me, very, very friendly. And the whole atmosphere that he conveyed was extraordinarily relaxing. He was, after all, it was a question of trust. But the conversation itself, of course, I can't remember. And I certainly didn't say to him, did you cross the country in order to see, which he did, the new leaders of African independent countries. So I can't tell you what I said, but it was a moment in the life of a journalist which was unforgettable.
And did you ever meet him when he came out of prison later on?
Yes. He came to Zimbabwe very soon afterwards, and of course it wasn't announced. And as you know, he was given innumerable honours during the time that he was in prison. And one of them was the doctor of letters or something in Zimbabwe. So there was a ceremony at the university. And because of the project in which I was involved, my colleagues and myself heard that Mandela was going to get this honour. So naturally, we all went to the university. And the exciting thing was, for me, that I was with a mutual friend. By mutual friend, I mean a friend of mine and his wife. And Mandela saw this man who had been one of the people who'd been charged with him in the Rivonia trial. And he immediately came over to us. And so I was able to shake hands with him before the ceremony began. Mm-hmm. And that was exciting. But I saw him later in a press conference in South Africa in his house, and at a party, at a garden party, which was again a very exciting moment.